Hey everyone, welcome back to the GWM guy. As a few of you have requested, here is the XSR. There is a little bit of a nudge bar that has been installed on this vehicle, so that little bit is not standard. However, the rest of the car is as it comes from the factory. So stick around if you want to learn the difference between this and the standard Ultra. Just like the Ultra, this has been upgraded to the new 2.4 litre turbo diesel engine, producing 135 kilowatt of power and 480 Newton meter of torque, which is quite a lot more compared to the 2 litre that it replaces. Towing capacity has also been increased to 3.5 ton, matching the segment standard. Now let's go quickly around the vehicle and see what the differences are, starting from the front. This here is a steel bumper. Compared to the standard one, which is plastic, the grille is obviously different. And not only that, this panel here is also different. So there's this little indent. Headlight is still the same, the sequential indicator, LED headlights. The steel front bar, as mentioned. Now in some overseas market, they come standard with a winch as well. However, it is not available in Australia here. And once again, as I mentioned, this is a little accessory that has been installed, a little nudge bar on top of the steel bumper. And the little differences here, like the location of the front camera, is different compared to the Ultra as well. The little mesh here in the middle of the Power logo is also different. So overall, you know, there's just a little bit of differences here and there. In regards to safety, the XSR actually has lower spec in safety technology, which some of you may prefer because it is a off-road orientated vehicle. And because of the different bumper, it does have slightly better approach and departure angle as well, which I'll touch on later. Another difference on the XSR are down here underneath the vehicle. Up front there are also 2 recovery points. They're not officially rated, but GWM does confirm they have done recovery testing and they are suitable for recovery purposes. Now, at the bottom, another difference is this bash plate is unique, and not only that, it goes pretty far down the line as well. So this is once again bespoke for the XSR, and it's protecting all your, hopefully you guys can see, but it protects it all the way from the radiator to the back transfer case. And then further back is just the fuel tank that is protected by a plate. And there's your rear diff, mufflers, etc. And over here on the side is a unique wheel arch that is only available for the XSR as well. Bespoke alloy wheels, still 18-inch, same size, same dimension and everything. It's just a different design, painted black, as well as standard with Cooper all-terrain tires, as you can see here. And not only that, you've got red calipers, both front and rear, for the XSR. Now, before we go too far away, I'm sure many of you have noticed that it comes standard with a snorkel. This is a pretty nice looking unit in my opinion, pretty sleek. It does create a little bit of wind noise as you drive along, but I mean, which snorkel doesn't, right? And another point of difference is this metal side step. Now I have to be very, very clear that this is not a rock slider. They're not really rated to be rock sliders, and with the way that they designed, they're really not that suitable as well. The bespoke fender arch also extends to the back here. Another point of difference is this sports bar. Now the old variant, if you want to tell the 2 litre from the 2.4, you can tell from this sports bar. The older one has the leg that extends sort of halfway out towards the back. So if you see an XSR and you see the sports bar, you know straight away this is the 2.4 litre. Going to the back, another point of difference obviously is the new tailgate with the GWM embossing. Once again, the metal bar that is on the back. It sounds a little bit plasticky because of the top bit here is plastic, but trust me, this bit is metal. There are two built-in steps on both sides, as well as a recovery hook. Now, both of these recovery hooks on the back here, they are not officially rated, but GWM says they've done internal testing and they are suitable for recovery. So yeah, they're not officially rated, as I mentioned. Just like the Ultra, the tailgate has been updated with central locking as well, which is why it has this new different looking handle, and the rear camera just there as well. On the passenger side, everything is basically the same as the driver side. The key difference is obviously the snorkel no longer appears because the snorkel is only on the one side. And let's not forget, this does still have the 360 camera, and once again, being the XSR and off-road orientated variant, this 360 camera becomes very, very handy when you're out and about doing some off-roading. Especially the clear chassis view, it's a must-have. Now let's go inside and have a look. So on the inside, the XSR pretty much is identical to the Ultra. The outside of the vehicle is red, which is why I made the instrument cluster red as well. Same steering wheel, the buttons, everything are the same. The screen sizes are the same. Now, one of the key difference, as you can probably see here, is 2H. So the XSR runs, instead of the torque on demand system, it runs a part-time 4x4 system. So automatic windows all around. Now let me show you this very quickly. Now we're showing 2H. There is 4H available: snow, mud, sand, follow. So the XSR has all-terrain response, as you saw just then, which is why it has all the extra drive modes. So I've just gone into 4L now. Now all of that was just done by twisting this mode knob, nice and easy to access. This button here is the cruise control. You can see the speed has been set to the lowest speed. So basically you can consider it as an off-road cruise control. It's going to maintain the speed at approximately 4 kilometers per hour and just climb over whatever it is that's in front of it. Comes in very handy with this view. The front camera, side camera on the side as well when you're in the cruise control. Now let's get out of that. This is what the standard camera looks like. This is obviously the front view. This is the 360 view. And when we click here, we've also got the transparent chassis, which will come up after we start moving. In fact, let's give it a try. So as we move forward, you see the ground coming through, and likewise as we move back, it's been able to stitch what's underneath the vehicle. So that's why it's very, very handy when you're doing off-road, having that mode, watching especially when you're in ruts. This is a new button. The standard vehicle has this, which is the rear diff lock, and this here is the front diff lock that the XSR also gains, giving you a true 4x4 when you're in 4H with both rear and front diff lock on. This here is tank turn assist, which has been reserved for a lot of the tank vehicles, so your tank 300 and tank 500. But it's also been made available here in the XSR, once again because it is the off-road orientated model. Now, another key difference between the XSR and the Ultra are some of the standard safety features. Number one, this here used to be the blind spot monitor, which doesn't exist anymore. So this has to do with the metal bumpers and also just the overall design of the vehicle, how this car just have less sensors, and as a result, the XSR is not rated for 5-star. This remains unrated because of this reason. However, it still has autonomous emergency braking, lane keep assist, lane centering, etc, etc. So you still have your active cruise control and your intelligent cruise control. Other parts of the interior is pretty much identical to the Ultra. So you've still got your wireless charger here. You've got your same number of buttons here. You've got the same buttons on the side, indicator, cruise control stalk, as well as windscreen wiper. Everything is just the same. The only other difference is, hopefully you can see this little button there, 12 volt. So as I mentioned in the Ultra, there are 3 12 volts here. Number one goes to the front under the in the engine bay. The second one is in the cabin. The third one is just under the tray near the back, and this fourth one supposedly is around here near the roof somewhere. So I'm guessing it's going to be suitable for something like up tops, light bars and stuff like that. Once again, the XSR does have the sunroof, which is pretty unique once again in the ute segment. And you have a little tray. In here it is air conditioned. Probably can't see it right now, but there's a little flap that opens and allows the air con to come in. Now hopefully you can see this well, but trust me when I say this little decal in person with the ambient light coming through looks so nice with the outline of the cannon right there. During the day they're just white lines, but at night when it glows like this, it just adds to the whole interior. All right, let's head to the back seats and have a quick look. So as I mentioned, the back seat here is no different to the Ultra, and the only thing that I would do is see this headrest here. If you don't have a passenger there most of the time, I would strongly suggest you remove that headrest, just because this does get in the way a little bit with your rear view mirror. So yeah, if you don't carry your passengers most of the time, I would advise pulling that off. But in the XSR, you still have the 60/40 split folding seats, the trick seats, where you can really tuck them away, make a huge space in the back here. And to put them back, there's a little strap. You just need to pull it, and down they come. Once again, AC, vent, grab handle to get in on both sides, or when you're just off-roading and too scared, you can hold on to that on top of the ceiling hand grab. Now this little area here has been very well designed, because when you sit up, that's exactly where your head goes. Despite having the sunroof, you still have sufficient headroom, even if you are pretty tall. And in case you're wondering what the car door sounds like, here's the front. Sounds pretty solid in my opinion. Alright, so for those who watch the Ultra video, you're gonna remember it's got the damp tailgates. Just like the Ultra, It also have the easy step for you to get into the tray. And in the tray there's spray-on top liner with the 4 anchoring points at all corner as well. One thing that is a little bit unique, as mentioned, there's the extra corner step there. So all you need to do is just put your foot on, hold on to the corner of the tray. You can also step up very simply and easily without even using the step. Once again, one hand, easily done. So hopefully this gives you an insight into the 2025 GWM Cannon XSR. If you want to learn more about the Ultra, just click on the link below. And if there are any specific questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up and a share if you found the content useful. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.